AVA Sports, sponsoring live stream action for Contenders. What's your fight-ending submission?
Introducing to you first, running out of the corner from Jazzy Fight Club. Put your hands together for Sergio Dos Santos. And to find standing across the cage in the blue corner from Tsunami Northern. Give it up for Marcin Pociecha. This amateur mixed martial arts contest will be fought in the lightweight division over 3 3-minute rounds.
Lightweight MMA action, scheduled to 3-minute rounds. Sergio Jr. fighting out of the red corner from the Jazzy Fight Club versus Marcin Pociecha from the blue.
And look at the difference in stature of these fighters. Junior, tall, long, lanky, and Marcin like a little tree trunk, all power. And I've seen Marcin train at close quarters. He's a scary man fighting out of Tsunami Norfolk now under Lee Doski.
Pociecha, Polish MMA fighter, very powerful, like you say, Mark. Let's see if Sergio Jr. can gauge the distance and not let him get into transfer that power.
Well, he's got a huge reach advantage, isn't he, Junior? He should be able to keep him on the end of that jab and go to work. Obviously, Marcin wants to get inside. He probably wants to put him on his back. There you go, shoots just a little bit far out there.
Nice uppercut, yeah. Like it landed there. Junior leaving that lead hand low. He needs to fire that jab quick. Nice head kick. But Marcin quick to block. Marcin been working on his striking game. Keeps his hands nice and high. Does a great job of cutting off Junior. Junior again needs to fire this jab out. He needs to pump, low kick, move.
He should be able to keep on the end of that jab all night, shouldn't he?
He's got some nice footwork. Evident. Oh, nice body kick of Dominic Cruz. Reminds me of Dominic Cruz, the way he moves and dips his head and loads his hips. Very unorthodox, very hard to train for, particularly if you need to get sparring partners in. Nice jab, stiff jab. Needs to fire that up with the right hand. Very good teep.
Nice push kick again. Marcin says that was low.
Oh, was that a bit low?
That's what he says.
Okay. Touch of hands and they're back underway. Junior.
He's got his head his chin quite up in the air though, isn't he, Junior?
He's eating these power punches now, Mark.
Marcin was holding his hair there.
Oh my goodness, yeah. This is a TKO victory.
He's holding his hair.
No, it's a time.
He's called a timeout. He's holding his hair.
Time.
He was holding his hair then.
Dan Mavidi, I mean, this guy, I'm telling you, he's one of the best referees in the game. Yeah. He doesn't miss anything. I mean, most referees would have missed that.
Absolutely, or wouldn't have had the guts to step in and say no, that's not a KO, because he was clearly holding him by his hair with one hand and punching him with the other, wasn't he?
Now the question is, does he take a point? Because that was clearly a deciding factor. You can clearly see that he's got his hair. Yeah, he's pulling his dreadlocks and punching in, which is an unfair advantage. No, Absolutely. You're not allowed to grab the hair. This is just one of the rules.
Yeah. Now I realise in the heat of battle that's probably quite difficult not to do, especially with these open fingered gloves.
Yeah, the thing is though, unless you've got a jiu-jitsu gi on, you shouldn't be grabbing
Yeah.
in MMA, you know? I mean, and who wears a gi anymore?
Yeah.
Hoist back in the day, UFC 1 to 4, yeah, let's do it. But here, I can't imagine too many of his sparring partners would allow him to grab their hair and punch him in the face.
So what does Dan Overheady do here then? Does he take a point? Does he give Junior 5 minutes to recover?
He's going to take a
gonna
point.
Take a point, yeah.
Quite rightly.
Oh,
2 points. Now that's the first time I've seen that. This is history unfolding here at Contenders 18. The first time I've ever come across this, and that is justifiable.
Yeah,
He got a noticeable advantage there that could have changed, and it might change the direction of the fight.
Absolutely, he had him on the floors covering up, he's done some heavy shots. That was quite an egregious foul, wasn't it? As you say, it's not something I've seen before that.
Started again. Excellent refereeing again, but we're back underway. Let's see now if Sergio can turn up the heat with the combinations. Looking for the left hook there.
What you have to think now, of course, is Marcin is effectively 2 rounds down already.
Marcin looking for, catches the leg, looking for the strikes. He's looking to finish,
angry.
exactly, yeah. He knows he's got to finish this fight.
He caught him, he dazed him.
Body kick there from Sergio Jr. He's not firing his hips though, he's almost skipping forward with the kick. Limits the power.
I think he might be a little bit dazed still. Marcin definitely caught him with the right hand there in that furious barrage. He's fighting angry now, Marcin.
Marcin's bleeding from the nose.
Yeah.
Sergio looking for a way in. Now, does Sergio chill, score these points knowing that 2-point deduction? Oh, left hook there.
Nice. It's nice.
Picking his part, nice right hand, left hook.
Nice. He's picking him off here at range.
Sergio moving back.
The bell.
Yeah. Sergio able to move back and land some decisive shots that noticeably wobbled Marcin. But I mean, it's such a crazy thing to see that happen. Did it play any sort of part in Sergio's game? I mean, he still kept that power whilst moving back. And if you remember fighters like the great Chuck Liddell, he was able to knock people out whilst moving back. And Marcin was noticeably wobbled there in that exchange. So you could argue that Sergio Jr. has recovered. Take a look at the replay here.
Let's see if we get to see, because he grabbed a big chunk of his hair as he sent him down and then wouldn't let go of it as well.
There's the uppercut. Sergio moving on, very savvy with the feet. Great footwork. Going high for the kick. Marcin looking for a way and he's waiting there to counter. He's waiting to duck under something. He's waiting to elude a strike and get in.
So Marcin, 2 points taken off in that first round. He's in a big hole here. Needs to come out quite calm, but equally he needs to make a big dent on Junior.
Nice left hook from Marcin. Did a good job of cutting Sergio off now. He's closing him down, he's firing him backwards, and he's chasing with his chin up. He needs to be careful in these exchanges, Mark. Big knees!
Nice knee. That looked like it may have dipped him a little bit. But Marcin is just charging forward with reckless abandon. He wants to hurt Junior.
Marcin charging forward. If Junior can try and gauge that distance, the right time, the right place, fire that left hook, and I like to see him put the left hook behind and then come with the right hand.
See, Junior's got a nice languid jab, hasn't he? He carries his lead hand very low, but when he does fire that jab, it's nice and straight, quick.
Nice head kick, it was blocked though. Jab straight through the middle.
Jab. And again.
Windmilling punches in there from Marcin.
Oh, that's a nice body kick.
That's what Junior's got to be careful of though. He's popping off at range here. He needs to be making sure that he goes laterally, left and right, when Sergio comes, Marcin comes in.
I think that body kick might have, and again he went back to the same place. Marcin backed off then. I think he may have hurt him a little bit to the body.
Nice low kicks from Marcin. Sergio noticeably winced there when he ate that kick.
Marcin bleeding just below the eye now as well.
Sergio going to the body.
On the body of Marcin.
Yeah.
A couple of those body kicks, excuse me, with the switch kick to the body.
Marcin frantically trying to find a way in. Utilise the leg kicks. Nice slip there. Nice head movement from Marcin. Exactly what he needs. He needs to make Sergio miss, close the distance.
I'd love to know what the respective reaches are in this fight, because Junior's arms are so long. He's so tall. Nice. Caught the kick, took him down.
That was good perseverance here. He stays on top. The kick looked like it landed, but Marcin on top.
I think the kick did land, Dean, but he caught it and took him down, and this is where Marcin's got to go to work. You wonder, Junior, with those long limbs, what kind of submission threat he's going to pose off his back.
Just to think about retaining that full guard. He needs to skip the left leg through onto the hip and then pull both legs around the body of Marcin. But Marcin using the instep there on his right leg. He's going to try and pin that left leg of Sergio and pass round to his right side. Nice control by Marcin. He's controlling the head really well, and he's popping up using the forearm to limit the movement. Where the head goes, the body will follow.
Nice.
Looking for the ground and pound. Marcin hammer fist from the top. Sergio frantically kicking from the bottom. Wow, what an explosive end to that round.
So Marcin landed a couple of nice punches there. Sergio was trying to punch off his back, which is never a good idea.
Replay, Sergio popping out that jab, looking for the uppercut. Circuit off really well, that's what he does. He needs to keep doing that. Nice knee, that looked like it hurt Marcin. He pulled his arm up to block it.
Yeah, I think he hurt him to the body a couple of times in that round. Marcin did a good job of disguising it though.
That's the thing with Marcin as well. He gets hit, he gets hurt, and he comes forward even harder. He doesn't wince at it. Nice jab again. Sergio needs to put them combinations and utilise that kick. When Marcin goes to his left, fire that rear kick up.
His jab is really nice, isn't it, Sergio, when he throws it.
Looking for the fake head kick, but Marcin blocks it. Nice jab straight through the middle.
You have to think that Marcin probably needs a finish here.
Body kick again, jumping body kick to Marcin. Let's see if Marcin now can get in, but he needs to make sure he closes down Sergio Jr. Doesn't allow him to give him that space, that free movement. You see the way he moves from left to right, skips the leg back, evades the kick. Sergio looking away for that jab. Oi, there's a jab. Marcin timed it perfectly, looking for the single leg, outside trip. He's going to look to pop his head out of this position. He's going to posture up.
He's got to go to work though, hasn't he?
And he got head out. Now he's in the open butterfly guard there of Sergio. Sergio could look for a sweeper. He's overhooked that arm. The right arm of Marcin. And Marcin stands up. Marcin will look to bullfighter pass now. He'll swing the legs to one side.
Yep.
And he'll try and pass with punches. Hammer fist down the top. Really swim. Looking for the armbar. This armbar looks tight.
That's in.
That is locked up with it. All he's got to do is hyperextend.
Marcin's saying he's okay.
Marcin's super tough though. Dan looking at him.
Unfortunately, we can't see from this angle. I mean, that looks
Marcin
like
shaking his head. Yeah.
Marcin saying that he's okay.
He's real tough. That looks like he slipped the elbow out. You see the elbow now is kind of like come away from the flexion point of where you would break it on the hips.
Yeah, good work there from Marcin.
Yeah, weathered the storm, shoot the arm out a little bit. That looked tight though.
It did, yeah.
Sergio Jr. active off his back, looking for the up kicks. Again, Sergio needs to be careful about leaving his arms in this position. Sergio looking for the armbar again.
Oh, he's landing some vicious shots here on the ground.
He's defending himself though. He's got his arms up. He's trying to pull Marcin down. He's trying to break the posture of Marcin.
Lidowski is absolutely imploring Marcin to go forward. You can see him actually in that shot.
Marcin needs to get off these legs. He needs to pass the guard. He needs to get away from these legs, pass to the side. Hold the ankles firm to the side and then pass around into side control.
Yeah.
Sergio looking to play a little bit of rubber guard. This could be just to control Marcin on top of him.
And one looking to get stood up maybe, there we go.
Yeah, you could argue that Sergio wants his stand up.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's doing really well on the feet. Didn't do too great on the bottom. Marcin now he fired a lot, expended a lot of energy, fired a lot of punches. Is that going to take a toll on his cardio now?
He's got to throw something big because there's only about 10 seconds left.
Marcin's got to come in and try and look for this KO.
Seconds. It's all or nothing now.
Sergio's keeping his chin up, very dangerous.
Hey.
Marcin catches the kick, leg kick.
He just can't land that big shot.
Wow. Sergio just able to use that jab and the distance. I mean, his chin was up there, but Marcin just couldn't get in close enough to land that decisive shot.
And it's not often in a fight you get to see something that you genuinely have never seen before. And I've never seen before.
Here's the armbar, looks really tight.
It looked tight to begin with, didn't it, like you say?
You see there, the elbows more or less on their hips.
But Marcin clearly saying, I'm okay.
You know why? Because Sergio's, see the way his legs are positioned, and he's one over the head to force his hips down, but he's a bit far away from the joint.
Yeah.
And now you can see that the arm is at a bit of an angle.
Yeah, as you say, you can see him pull the elbow out there.
Yeah, he just slips the elbow out and he's able to land on top. Yeah. Sergio's foot placement there was a bit off, so he wasn't able to keep the pressure.
See, that's an interesting fight. Were it not for that incident in the first round with the 2 points being taken off, it would be very interesting to see how that would be scored.
See here from the replay, some ground and pound from Marcin. He's able just to lean over and punch down, but Sergio, very active, showing the referee still in the fight, keeps the distance and covers up the head.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have together for both these fighters in the cage. We have a unanimous decision. Your winner in the red corner, Sergio dos Santos. We have together from Marcin, Pociecha.
ABA Sports, sponsoring live stream action for Contenders. What's your knockout combination?